We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. With these words, the United States was born on July 4th, 1776, when the Declaration of Independence was officially adopted and the 13 colonies claimed their independence from England. I'm Maureen McGuigan, Director of the Lackawanna County Arts and Culture Office, and tonight we are bringing you Our American Journey, exploring the diverse history of the United States through music and poetry in partnership with ECTV. Without his production help, it would not be possible. We start this journey with the Star-Spangled Banner, sung by country and western singer Danielle Cleha. The Star-Spangled Banner became our country's national anthem in 1931. But the lyrics were written during the War of 1812, when attorney and poet Francis Scott Key watched U.S. soldiers under attack from British naval forces raise a large American flag over Fort McHenry in Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Hey everyone, my name is Danielle and I'm here with my guitar player Ed Sankis, and we are just so happy to be a part of Lackawanna County's 4th of July virtual celebration. Right, Ed? I mean...
Right?
Yeah. Things are a little different this year.
Just a little bit.
But I'm really happy that we could do something and that we could be a part of it too. So we want to thank everybody for asking us to be a part, and we hope that you guys enjoy the next half hour or so of the songs that we have picked. We got a mix of everything here a little bit, and we got some patriotic in there and a little bit of country, and so we think it's going to be fun.
I sure hope so.
Are you ready?
Let's give it our best shot.
Okay. Heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. All the memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to the waters, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads.
I I hear her voice in the morning hour. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Them country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Them country roads.
All right. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Not bad for one that we never did before.
Yeah. So we're going to actually do an original one up next. And this is my current single right now. This one's called No Foolin' Me. You have a way, just like a snake, fooling people with your smile. You have a way of making me think I've had enough of all your lies. Fool me once, fool me twice, but I can see right through your heart of eyes. Not the person people think they see. Darling, there's no fooling me anymore. You've met your match, your very own game. Now you've got a price to pay. Secrets out, and you're a fool. Now who you gonna go crying to? Fool me once, fool me twice. I could see right through your heart of eyes. Not the person people think they see. But darling, there's no fooling me anymore. Oh yeah. No more. Now my faults no more. Tears to fall no more. Twisted words no more. Hearts hurt. 'Cause fool me once, fool me twice. I can see right through your heart of eyes. Not the person people think they see. Darling, there's no fooling me anymore. All right. I think that we can speak for all of the musicians and artists on this one that I've missed doing this.
Absolutely, yeah. It's been a long time coming to get back to doing this.
Even if we had to make my driveway our stage for now,
Yeah.
it's still something.
Yep.
It's still something.
Driveway
So we'll take it.
shows, live stream shows.
Hey, whatever it is, as long as we're playing, singing, getting the music out there, that's what it's all about, right?
Absolutely.
Doing what we love, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, you ready for the next one, Ed?
I think so.
So being that this is the 4th of July celebration, we thought that we would do this song, but a different version. This is actually the veterans version of Alleluia. You packed your bags and shut the door. You crossed the sea to fight a war. You didn't know just what would happen to you. Stepped in the dirt, boots on the ground, and gunfire was the only sound. And to yourself you whispered, Hallelujah, 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 Well, every day and every night you walk the walk, you fight the fight. You never saw the end in sight, now did you? The days awash in a haze of red, the blood, the mud, too many dead. And to yourself you whispered, Hallelujah, 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 Too late to help, you hear a shot. You know you're in a deadly spot. You didn't know just what would happen to you. Your brother falls down to the ground. The enemy is all around. And to yourself you scream, Hallelujah, 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 Hallelujah. You fought the fight till it was done. You have the strength to carry on. You thought it'd be much better back home, did you? You try each day, keep pushing through, but the battle lives inside of you. It's a cold and it's a broken Hallelujah, 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 Hallelujah. What do we got up next for them, Ed?
I believe another one of your originals.
Yeah, we do. So this was actually my single before my current single. This one is called Head for Home, and it just has such a great story and a message behind it that I think that we could all relate to, and especially in times of uncertainty like we have been going through, this is just one of my favorites, so we threw it in. This is called Head for Home. How do you stop a heart from breaking? How do you keep a soul from shattering down? How do you stop a mind from racing? Round and round and round and round and round. 'Cause I never thought I'd be the one to say I need some saving from myself. And I never thought I'd be the one to say I need some praying for myself. And the heartbreak hits and you feel all alone, you gotta head for home. How do you make letting go seem easy? And how do you go back to the way it was? How do you smile when your heart is aching? Oh, so much. 'Cause I never thought I'd be the one to say I need some saving from myself. And I never thought I'd be the one to say I need some praying for myself. Heartbreak hits and you feel all alone, you gotta head for home. No one ever thinks that they'll be the one to say they need some saving from themselves. No one ever thinks that they'll be the one to say they need some praying for themselves. Heartbreak hits and you feel all alone, you gotta head for home. Just head for home. Okay, let's see. All right, so we want to thank everybody that had a part in this 4th of July celebration for having us first and foremost. Thank you all for tuning in. We, of course, hope that you guys are staying healthy and safe, and we can't wait to get back on stage with the full band, right, Ed?
Yeah, it can't happen soon enough.
I know. We can't wait. So make sure you're heading on to my website, DanielleSings.com, and heading on to all of our socials, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. keep up with everything, see where we are going to be, when our first show is going to be. We got to have a big celebration or something.
I think that's in store, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We really do. So make sure you guys are staying tuned. But we could not think of a more perfect song to end this set with. We are going to do God Bless the USA. Tomorrow all things were gone, worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my family by my side. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the ones who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Thank you guys so much. I'm Danielle. This is Ed Sankis, and we hope that you have a happy and safe 4th of July weekend.
Poetry communicates personal experience, nurtures empathy, and can even inspire social change. In these poems we are about to listen to, we hear an array of voices that reflect positive aspects of American life, but some that address inequalities and challenges. In all of these works, however, you will find a love of country and belief in the American dream and its potential.
I'm Laurel Rajeski, poet and author of Red Mother, and creator of the Spontaneous Poetry Project, where I write poems on the spot for people in public places. I will be reading Nationhood by Laura Day, a member of the Shawnee tribe who grapples with the complex and often painful history of the United States. Nationhood by Laura Day. I am a citizen of two nations, Shawnee and American. I have one son who is a citizen of three. Before he was born, I learned that, like all infants, he would need to experience a change of heart at birth in order to survive. When a baby successfully breathes in through the lungs, the heart changes from parallel flow to serial flow, and the shunt between the right and left atriums closes. Our new bodies obliterate old frontiers. North America is mistakenly called nascent. The Shawnee Nation is mistakenly called moribund. America established a mathematical beginning point in 1785 in what was then called the Northwest Territory. Before that, it was known in many languages as the eastern range of the Shawnee, Miami, and Huron homelands. I do not have the Shawnee words to describe this place. The notation that is available to me is 40 degrees, 38 minutes, 32.61 seconds north, 80 degrees, 31 minutes, 9.76 seconds west.
I'm Daniel Hailstone. I am a combat veteran that served with the 1st Infantry Division out of Fort Riley, Kansas, and I am an actor. I will be reading A Nation's Strength by William Ralph Emerson. He was born in 1883 and is a cousin to the famous essayist Ralph Waldo Emerson. He was also a talented architect that helped design several buildings for the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. A Nation's Strength by William Ralph Emerson. What makes a nation's pillars high and its foundation strong? What makes it mighty to defy the foes that round it throng? It is not gold. Its kingdoms grand go down in battle shock. Its shafts are laid on sinking sand, not on abiding rock. Is it the sword? Ask the red dust of empires passed away. The blood has turned their stones to rust, their glory to decay. And is it pride? Ah, that bright crown has seemed to nations sweet, but God has struck its luster down in ashes at his feet. Not gold, but only men can make us peoples great and strong. Men who for truth and honor's sake stand fast and suffer long. Brave men who work while others sleep, who dare while others fly. They build a nation's pillars deep and lift them to the sky.
Hi, I'm Gavin Esham, actor, singer, and visual artist. Currently, I am part of The Crossing, a new musical about George Washington's famous crossing of the Delaware that turned the tide of the War of Independence. I will be reading The Flag of the Constellation by Thomas Buchanan Reed, a 19th century American poet and painter. The constellation he writes about was a warship built in 1797 that helped defend American merchant ships from foreign attacks. The Flag of the Constellation. The stars of our morn on our banner borne, with the iris of heaven are blended. The hands of our sires first mingled those fires, by us they shall be defended. Then hail the true, the red, white, and blue, the flag of the constellation. It sails as it sailed, by our forefathers hailed, o'er battles that made us a nation. What hand so bold to strike from its fold one star or stripe of its brightening? To him be each star a fiery Mars, each stripe a terrible lightning. Then hail the true, the red, white, and blue, the flag of the constellation. It sails as it sailed, by our forefathers hailed, o'er battles that made us a nation. Its meteor form shall ride the storm till the fiercest of foes surrender. The storm gone by, it shall gild the sky as a rainbow of peace and splendor. Then hail the true, the red, white, and blue, the flag of the constellation. It sails as it sailed, by our forefathers hailed, o'er battles that made us a nation. Peace, peace to the world, is our motto unfurled, though we shun not a field that is glory, At home or abroad, fearing none but our God, we will carve our own pathway to glory. Then hail the true, the red, white, and blue, the flag of the constellation. It sails as it sailed by our forefathers hailed, o'er battles that made us a nation.
Hello, I'm Ushu Mukelo, and I'm a political scientist, CEO of Refugee News and Information Africa Limited, and leader of the Congolese community of Scranton. I'm reading The New Colossus by Emma Lazarus. She was a poet and a translator who wrote this sonnet to commemorate the plight of immigrants. In 1803, they were engraved on the pedestal of the Statue of Liberty. The New Colossus by Emma Lazarus. Not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs stride from land to land. Here at our sea-washed, sunset gates shall stand, a mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning, and her name, Mother of Exiles. From her beckoned hand glows worldwide welcome. Her mild eyes command the air-bridged harbor that twin cities frame. Keep, ancient lands, your storied pomp, cries she with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send this, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Roya Fahmy, and I'm a playwright and performer. Today I'm reading Immigrant Picnic by Gregory Janikian. Gregory was born in Alexandria, Egypt. He is of Armenian heritage and moved to Williamsport, Pennsylvania at the age of 8. This poem looks tenderly at the American immigrant experience of learning English. Immigrant Picnic by Gregory Janikian. It's the 4th of July. The flags are painting the town. The plastic forks and knives are laid out like a parade. And I'm grilling. I've got my apron, I've got potato salad, macaroni, relish. I've got a hat shaped like the state of Pennsylvania. I ask my father, what's his pleasure? And he says, hot dog, medium rare, or hamburger. What's the big difference? As if he's really asking. I put on hamburgers and hot dogs. I slice up the sour pickles and Bermudas, uncap the condiments. The paper napkins are fluttering away like lost messages. You're running around, my mother said, like a chicken with its head loose. Ma, I say, you mean cut off, loose and cut off, being as far apart as, say, son and daughter? She gives me a quizzical look, as if I've been caught in some impropriety. I love you and your sister just the same. Sure, my grandmother pipes in. You're both children, so why worry? That's the point, I begin telling them. And I'm comparing words to fish now, like the ones in the sea at Port Said, or like birds among the date palms on the Nile, unrepentantly elusive and wild. Sonia, my father says to my mother, what the hell is he talking about? He's on a ball, my mother says. That's roll, I say, throwing up my hands. Hot dog, hamburger, dinner roll. And what about roll out the barrels, my mother says. And my father claps his hands. Why, sure. Let's have some fun. And launches into a polka. twirling my mother around and around like the happiest top. My uncle is shaking his head, saying, "You could grow nuts listening to this." And I'm thinking of pistachios in the Sinai, burgeoning without end, pecans in the South. The jumbled flavor of them suddenly in my mouth, wordless, confusing, crowding out everything else.
Hi, I'm Kimmy Leff. I'm an actress. I am a founding member of the New Vintage Ensemble, and I will be making my debut with the Scranton Shakespeare Festival this summer. I will be reading Our Own 12 Anti-Suffragist Reasons by Alice Duer Miller. The 19th Amendment finally gave women the right to vote in 1920, but it took decades to get there. Miller's work was influential to the women's suffrage, and the title of her satirical book, Are Women People, from which this work is taken, became a slogan for the movement. In this poem, she juxtaposes contradictory sentences to highlight the illogical reasonings of anti-suffragists. Our Own 12 Anti-Suffragist Reasons by Alice Duer Miller. 1. Because no woman will leave her domestic duties to vote. 2. Because no woman who may vote will attend to her domestic duties. 3, because it will make dissension between husband and wife. 4, because every woman will vote as her husband tells her to. 5, because bad women will corrupt politics. 6, because bad politics will corrupt women. 7, because women have no power of organization. 8, because women will form a solid party and outvote men. 9, because men and women are so different that they must stick to different duties. 10, because men and women are so much alike that men with one vote can represent their own views and ours too. 11, because women cannot use force. 12, because the militants did use force.
Hello, my name is Cesar Reyes Mateo, and I am the lead singer of a group in the area from Scranton called Grupo Zona. We sing Latin American music such as merengue, bachata, and salsa. I am a Spanish interpreter as well as a sign language interpreter. Today, I will be reading a poem by Walt Whitman, 1819, 1892. I hear America singing, the varied carols I hear, those of mechanic, each one singing his, as it should be, blithe and strong. The carpenter singing his as he measures his plank or beam. The mason singing his as he makes ready for work or leaves off work. The boatman singing what belongs to him in his boat. The deckhand singing on the steamboat deck. The shoemaker singing as he sits on his bench. The hatter singing as he stands. The woodcutter's song. The plowboy's on his way in the morning or at noon. Intermission or at sundown. The delicious singing of the mother or the young wife at work, or of the girl sewing or washing, each singing what belongs to him or her and none else. The day, what belongs to the day. At night, the party of young fellows, robust, friendly, singing with open mouths, their strong, melodious song. Canciones muy variadas, yo escucho las de los mecánicos alegres y fuertes, la del carpintero que entona la suya, mientras mira las tablas y las vigas, la del albañil que canta la suya aprestándose a trabajar o a dejar ya el trabajo, la del botero que canta a cuanto le pertenece en el bote, y la del estibador que canta en la cubierta del vapor, la del zapatero que canta al sentarse ante su banco, y la del sombrerero que entona de pie la suya, la canción del leñador y la del labrador que se encamina al trabajo por la mañana, para dejarlo al mediodía o a la puesta de sol. La deliciosa canción de la madre, la canción de la joven en el trabajo y la del joven que cose o que lava. Cada uno de ellos canta lo que a él o ella le pertenece. Nada más. El día, lo que el día le pertenece. Por la noche, la fiesta de los jóvenes compañeros, robustos, amistosos. Canta a plena voz sus fuertes y melodiosos cantos.
Hi, I'm Travis Prince, a visual artist, a board member of Black Scranton, and the host of ECTV's Roundtable Talk Show. I am reading I Too by Langston Hughes, who was one of the most important writers and thinkers of the Harlem Renaissance, the artistic movement in the 1920s that celebrated Black life and culture. In this poem, which is a response to Walt Whitman's optimistic I Sing America, Hughes reminds us of the painful struggle for equality that Black Americans have faced. I Too by Langston Hughes. I, too, sang America. I am the darker brother. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes, but I laugh and eat well and grow strong. Tomorrow, I'll be at the table when company comes. Nobody will dare say to me, eat in the kitchen, then, besides, they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. I, too, am America.
The Langston Hughes poem we just heard leads us into a performance by LaToya Martin of Lift Every Voice and Sing, also known as the Black National Anthem. The song lyrics are from a poem written by James Weldon Johnson, a Renaissance man who was a journalist, lawyer, writer, composer, and leader in the NAACP in the 1920s. It became an important song during the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 60s and is still widely heard today.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died, yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed. We have come over a way that with tears have been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered, out from the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast.
No 4th of July celebration would be complete without the sounds of John Philip Sousa's military marches or the patriotic songs of George M. Cohan, and of course the finale from Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture. To round out our American journey, we will enjoy patriotic classics in a performance by Camp Blazer Winds, a quartet of clarinets led by Anthony Fortuna, and followed by a firework display.
Hi, my name is Anthony Fortuna, and I am the woodwinds teacher here at the Suzuki School for Strings. I'm also the camp director for the Blazer Winds camp series, and this is our clarinet quartet ensemble for the 4th of July concert that we are going to be giving. We have myself on first clarinet, we have Lily Vito on second clarinet, Marley Palmer on third clarinet, and Sebastian Beck on bass clarinet. And for our first piece, we will be doing John Philip Sousa's The Thunderer. The Thunderer is one of the greatest marches that John Philip Sousa wrote, perhaps one of his most famous marches, and it was also his wife's favorite. hope you enjoyed The Thunderer by John Philip Sousa. For our next piece, we will be performing a patriotic medley of tunes by George M. Cohen. The tunes that we will be playing in this medley are Over There, Yankee Doodle Boy, and You're a Grand Old Flag. We hope you enjoyed our patriotic medley of music by George M. Cohen. Our next piece will be a tribute to the United States Armed Forces. And normally in a concert performed outside in the park, we would usually ask any veteran to stand when their branch of the military song is playing. So I guess the best thing to do is stand at home when you hear your song. And we want to say thank you to all the troops and all of the veterans with our arrangement of this medley of Armed Forces tunes. hope you enjoyed our tribute to the armed forces. Our next selection, or our next two selections, are going to be focusing on American jazz, and our first composer that we're going to be featuring on this is Moonlight Serenade by Glenn Miller. And this arrangement is originally done for a larger clarinet ensemble, so we pared it down a little bit, but it's a really lovely jazz arrangement, and I hope that you all really enjoy it. We hope you enjoyed our arrangement of Glenn Miller's Moonlight Serenade for Clarinet Quartet. Our next piece is going to be The Entertainer, which is originally a ragtime piano work written by a famous Black American composer named Scott Joplin. This was his most famous rag, and it features a familiar melody that I'm sure all of you will know and enjoy. We hope you enjoyed The Entertainer by Scott Joplin. Our next piece is originally written for orchestra by Tchaikovsky, and no 4th of July concert would be complete without it. We would like to present to you the finale to the 1812 Overture, reduced down to just 4 clarinets. We hope you enjoyed our rendition of the 1812 Overture by Tchaikovsky, and we will be closing our program before some fantastic fireworks with none other than the Stars and Stripes Forever by John Philip Sousa.
Thank you for watching. We hope you have enjoyed this program, and on behalf of the Lackawanna County Arts and Culture Office, Lackawanna County Commissioners Jerry Notarianni, Deborah Dominic Esquire, and Chris Shermack, and ECTV, we wish you a safe, healthy, and very happy Independence Day.